Hi guys and gals, I hope that you're doing well today. Today we're looking in Go Math, lesson 4.3, and it's on page 249. So go ahead and get that out now. Put your name at the top. And today we're looking at another strategy for solving two-digit addition problems. And if we look up here, today we are going to be breaking apart addends as tens and ones. Our essential question is, how do you break apart addends to add tens and then add ones? Well, we've actually done this before. So if you look back in your math journal on page 9, we talked about how we wrote numbers in different ways. And here we had the number 38, and in standard form, 38 looked like this, and in expanded form, we wrote the values like an addition number sentence. We wrote 30 plus 8. So we talked about it on page 9 with expanded form, and then we talked about it again on page 16. We talked about writing a three-digit number in expanded form. So if we have 573, in expanded form, we write the value of the digits, which is 500 plus 70 plus 3. So today, we're going to be using expanded form to solve two-digit addition problems. So go ahead at the top and write expanded form. And remember, we talked about expanded form is just stretching out the number. To expand means to get bigger. So we're stretching out that number and we're looking at the values. So this page is pretty easy. The first thing you're going to do is write 25 in this box right here. And then you're just going to write 25 in expanded form, which would be what, everyone? Good. We have 20 plus 5. We just write the values. Then in our blue rectangle, we're going to do the same thing with 36. So what is 36 in expanded form? 30 plus 6. Pretty simple. And finally, in our green box, we're going to write 42. And what's 42 in expanded form, everyone?
40 plus 2.
Good. 40 plus 2. With our math talk here, it says, what is the value of the 6 in the number 63? What's the value of this 6 in 63? Everybody. 60. This is 6 tens, which is 60. Pretty simple, not too tricky. Let's flip the page to 250. We're going to break apart the addends into tens and ones. Then we're going to add the tens and add the ones, and then find the total sum. So let's look at what we did here. Here is 27. We broke 27 into 20 plus 7. We wrote it in expanded form. Then we broke 48 into 40 plus 8. Okay. Now we add down. 7 plus 8 is 15. Now some kids want to put a 1 over here because they've learned another strategy. With the expanded form strategy, we don't do that. The 15 goes right down here. 20 plus 40 is what? 60. Now we have a tens number, and you know how I feel about tens numbers. So you're going to think 60 plus 10 is 70. 70 plus 5 is 75. And that's what they did here. You'll notice that 60 plus 15. So they did tenth the 15. You don't have to. But the 15, they thought of it as, okay, 60 plus 10 plus 5. 60 plus 10 is 70, plus 5 is 75. So this is another way that we can add that's a little simpler because we find our tens numbers first. We pull apart the tens and ones so that we can add them separately. This is actually my favorite strategy. I don't know why I like it, but it's my favorite one. But I love adding with tens. So the book calls this strategy break apart the addends into tens and ones. That's kind of long, so I just call it the expanded form strategy. But we're doing the same thing. Do you understand why it's called break apart the addends into tens and ones? Does that make sense? Because that's what we're doing. We're looking at these two addends and we're breaking them apart into the tens and the ones. Let's look at number 1 together. Here I have 35. How do I write 35 in expanded form? Everybody.
30 plus 5.
Yep, 30 plus 5. Next I have 54. How do I break apart 54? 50 plus 4. Good. Now I'm going to add straight down. With this strategy, it doesn't matter if you start here or if you start here. It doesn't matter. So I can do 30 plus 50, which is 80. And then I can do 5 plus 4, which is 9. 80 plus 9 is 89. That is much easier to do in my head than to try to do 35 plus 54 in my head. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. 80 plus 9 is a lot easier to figure out than 35 plus 54. Let's look at the next one. Here we have 43. Let's write it in expanded form. What is it? Good. 40 plus 3. Now let's write 29. What is it? 20 plus 9. Now I'm going to add down. I'm going to start with this side first. What is 9 plus 3?
12.
Yes, that goes straight down. Do not try to put a 1 up here. Don't do that. Okay, that's not how we do this strategy. So 3 plus 9 goes straight down, or 9 plus 3, it doesn't matter, is 12. Now what's 40 plus 20? 60. Now they've given you this cloud over here so that if you want to, you can break apart that 12 into what? 10 and 2. Okay, so that you're thinking 60 plus 10 is 70 plus 2 is 72. Go ahead and try number 3 on your own, and we'll correct it in just a second. Okay. 56 in expanded form is what, everyone? Good. 50 plus 6. What's 38 in expanded form? Good. Now we add down. What is 6 plus 8?
14.
Good. What is 50 plus 30?
80.
80. Now we're going to use our cloud, and over here we're just writing 80 plus 14. We're going to break down that 14 into 10 and 4. What is 80 plus 10? 90. What's 90 plus 4?
94.
94. Very nice. Not too bad. The one trick with this strategy is that you have to make sure you keep your columns straight and your lines organized. That's the tricky part. Because if you're getting your columns crossed, then you might end up adding 30 plus 4, and you can make some mistakes. So neatness is really important with this strategy. This is the end of part 1. You're going to keep this paper handy because we will be using it to do our math journal later on. Thanks for watching. To finish this lesson, you'll need to find lesson 4.3, part 2. Have a good day.